officially revealed the Ranger Raptor, an extreme off-road version of its popular mid-size pickup truck. Even though it's smaller than the venerable F-150 Raptor, the new Ranger Raptor looks just as rugged and off-road ready. In fact, because it isn't as wide, the Ranger Raptor will probably be able to handle trails that the F-150 Raptor can't. If that's piqued your interest, then here are 5 facts about the new Ford Ranger Raptor that you need to know. The Ranger had a growth spurt. Based on the official photos, it's clear the Raptor treatment turned the Ranger into a taller, wider truck. But looking at Ford's official specs, it's almost unbelievable how much the Ranger has grown. Compared to a double-cab Ranger, the Raptor is more than a foot wider, with a front and rear track that's grown nearly 6 inches. It also sits about 2 inches higher, giving the Ranger Raptor more than 11 inches of ground clearance. That means it now offers a 32.5-degree approach angle, 24-degree departure angle, and a 24-degree breakover angle. It gets a complete off-road package. The new Ranger Raptor hasn't simply been widened and lifted. It's also been fitted with more than its fair share of new components to make sure it's off-road ready. That means new dampers from Fox Racing Shox, new rear coilovers, junky BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, upgraded brakes, underbody protection, and fenders made out of a dent-resistant composite. In the event that you get stuck or need to rescue another vehicle, the Raptor also comes with an integrated tow bar and tow hooks. The engine is a twin-turbo diesel. Yes, you read that right. The Ranger Raptor has a diesel. Specifically, it has a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel that makes 210 horsepower and 369 pounds-feet of torque. But while a lot of trucks have diesel engines, the one in the Ranger Raptor is actually a twin-turbo diesel. Like in gasoline engines, pairing a smaller turbo with a larger one works to minimize lag and improve performance. That power is then sent to the wheels via a 10-speed automatic transmission. There's a drive mode for every occasion. Like the F-150 Raptor, the Ranger Raptor gets Ford's terrain management system. TMS comes with 6 different drive modes, 2 for on-road use and 4 for off-roading. The truck defaults to normal, but in sport mode, the transmission shifts faster, holds onto gears longer, and downshifts more aggressively. On slippery surfaces, there's a grass, grave, snow mode that starts in 2nd gear and smooths out shifts to avoid spinning the tires. Mud, sand mode, meanwhile, sticks to lower gears in an effort to maximize torque, while rock mode smooths out the throttle for better low-speed crawling. Finally, there's Baja mode, the high-speed off-road setting that minimizes traction and stability control while shifting gears like in sport mode. This isn't the US version. At the Detroit Auto Show earlier this month, Ford finally revealed the US market Ranger. Production will begin later this year, with sales beginning in early 2019. But while there's a good chance the Ranger Raptor will eventually join the American lineup, in its current form, the truck we saw today will only be sold in the Asia-Pacific market. Because of that, any version Ford decides to sell in the US will probably offer different powertrain combinations, interior features, options packages, and sheet metal.
For the rest of the world, since 2011, they still got a version of the Ranger, but in North America, we were cut off until now. At the Detroit Auto Show this year, Ford has finally revealed the Ranger. It's still based on the global vehicle, but what the Australian team has done is taken it and made it a little more North American friendly in its look, and also to give it a little bit of a lineage to the F-150, its big brother. So we have a Lariat that we're showing you here today, a sneak peek before the show, and We have got a different grill for every trim. This is the grill for the Lariat. If you just look at the truck in general, the idea was to make it look, I think, a little more stronger, a little more aggressive than what the rest of the world is seeing. And so we've got a steel bumper. We've got big tow hooks down here. Ford was not going to put its badge onto a truck unless it was deemed still capable. All the sheet metal had to be new because you have to have a North American supply base. And since they're retooling a Michigan plant to build this, then here you've got new plant, new tooling, new suppliers, a chance to kind of make this stand out, look like a North American vehicle, even though it's riding on the same platform that the rest of the world gets. There's a choice of 16, 17, and 18-inch wheels. Here we have the 18s. The other thing that Ford made sure is that there's a lot of driver assist and capability in this vehicle. They've also got something new that really boils down to a cruise control for off-roading at slow speed, so that you can set it if you're crawling over a rock garden and you need to set it for 1 or 2 miles an hour. You can set that and the truck will perform for you. All right, now we're inside the new Ranger, your basic Ford steering wheel. And of course, because it's a truck, here's our transfer case for our for high and for low. There's only one engine choice here for North America, and that is Ford's second generation of the 2.3 liter turbocharged EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine. Let's see, we've got choices for things like mud and snow and just off-road climbing. So very easy. I mean, they wanted to make it so that this is the buyer who maybe they don't go off-road all the time, but if they need these kinds of things, it's easy to get, it's intuitive, and you really don't have to be an off-road specialist to take this out and have a little bit of fun.